Welcome, guys, to Caldwells Crunch. I know I said I'll be posting every 2 weeks, but I'm actually posting this week because I'm going to be traveling. And when I get back from my travels, then I'll give you guys the official update. I know I'm a little bit late, and I honestly should have posted some content that weekend and I'm a little bit behind, but I'm here to talk about the Panda Festival that was last weekend in Indianapolis, Indiana. And I'm here to give you my full review over it. The Panda Festival, the Panda Fest it's one of the biggest outdoor Asian food festivals in the US with experiential activities, tastings, and market fairs that showcases the vibrant foods, art, and culture to just traditions from Asia. Um, the and you know, and honestly, Mr. Crunch liked the festival. I did. I really enjoyed it. I had a fun time. I was a little bit rushed just because I had to go to my grandma's dinner afterwards. So I was kind of I picked the wrong time to really do it. But to be honest, overall, okay, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Overall, I would give the Panda Festival's crunch rating uh maybe two crunches. I'm not even gonna lie, two crunches. And I feel like, the only reason why I say that is I believe that America, we're so spoiled when it comes to all these different cultures and traditions that when we try to do festivals and things like that, I believe that we have some higher expectation of what that authentic like cuisine or that type of food is. Because when I got there and I started eating, I'm not gonna lie, there was a couple of times on some plates that are some sweets or desserts that I got, I was just like, dude, I can get this down the street. Like I could get it right around the corner. So it's like, why am I gonna waste my time and spend all this money to do all this when I can get it right around the corner? So I didn't feel as if I needed to I didn't feel as how can I say it? I didn't feel the wow of like, oh man, like, this is what I'm missing from the culture or anything like that, because I was almost getting the same stuff that we already have here anyways. And just because we have those expectations, I do believe that people in Indiana had fun. I'm not saying that we didn't. One thing I would recommend though for the review is that I would hope that during the stands and the cooking stands, I would say that you just need bigger equipment, okay? And I would say bigger equipment as in so you can make larger quantities, more quantities of food, not larger quantities, but just more quantities of food, because the lines weren't extremely long, but and me in comparison when it comes to like the state fair or something, I was just like, it doesn't take me that long to get a turkey leg. Things are already ready, they're already on standby and whatnot. But when it comes to sweets, treats, and desserts, I know those take a little bit. Now, my main review is going off of just the desserts and sweets and treats and whatnot. That's why I give it a two out of five crunches. I'm not giving it the overall festival, the cover bands, they had the Demon Hunters, uh, you know, uh, K-pop and all that whatnot. They had the markets and stuff. They even had blow up castles and balloons and stuff for kids to truly enjoy themselves. Really fun. They had a lot of things for young, middle age, and older age, especially for the foodies like me myself. Um, I would say there was a very large variety of delicious, different type of foods. I will give them this though. It was my actual first time eating a fish cake. And those fish cakes, I've always seen them in animes all the time. Never actually got to eat one. So I was actually happy to get a strawberry one. The red bean ones actually ran out, and I think that's the most traditional one they had, but they didn't have any more. I do believe that the expectations for the amount of people that were supposed to be there. And it's good that a lot of stations sold out, but then, a lot more people were able to miss out because they couldn't get any food. And that's unfortunate. But when you sell out an event, I wouldn't say that's nothing wrong with it. I just believe that they could have stretched it over 2 weekends instead of 1 weekend. Doing it over 2 weekends, they would have gave a little bit people more time. I don't think the lines would have been as long, and the people would have been able to enjoy a little bit more food. And on top of that, me being a big back that I am, if I was able to get in line faster to get my food, even though it was decently expensive, I guess, medium price or so, I wouldn't have felt bad to just go back and grab something else, especially if I really liked it. I would have spent that type of money. General admissions ticket was like $14 or something like that. So, most food there was already about $13, 15 bucks. There were some a little bit cheaper, but most of them average was above $10 if you were going to any of those stands. That it was not cheap when it comes to that stuff. But if you're comparing it to the state fair, I think some people think that they believe like when it comes to other fairs or festivals, there's other people who get more bang for their buck. So, but after the whole thing, I would say uh my favorite drink was the Angry Birds drink. Okay. That was my favorite drink. My favorite drink was the Angry Birds drink. And I like the fact that there's a tip behind that. There's a tip behind that Angry Birds drink. And the tip is that it's $20. It was $20 for the whole glass jar. But the thing is about that $20, it was unlimited refills. And they put some pretty cool edible glitter in there so you could shake it up. Had a little nice design to it. So you had the kiwi lemonade, the pig one, the green, and then you had the actual OG Angry Bird, but he was on the honey. I think it was a honey green tea, and then you had the ones that split into multiple ones, and then that was a pink lemonade. Pink lemonade was the sweetest. All right, I'll tell you that. I'll give the kiwi lemonade, I'm not gonna lie, give it like two crunches. Two crunches. And the reason why I give it two crunches, because you can even see my review. I'll show you a view right here. Just look at my review.
What does it taste like? Is it good? Is it worth it?
Corner store juice, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Back in the day when I was younger, you could easily go to the corner store, grab one of them little juice things, or with the little aluminum little peel back on the top, and drink that bad boy. It tastes just like that, man. It really wasn't no different. A little bit of sugar in it. My best sweet that I did like there, it was the honeycomb. It was the honeycomb ice cream treat or so, whatever it was. It was a Hawaiian honeycomb treat that was like a full J, have vanilla ice cream in the inside of it. I ain't gonna lie. Mr. Crunch told that thing it wasn't gonna survive. Not with me. I would give that one at least 3 crunches just because of the size of it, the idea. I just wish there was it's hard, and of course I'm not gonna ask for a better quality of ice cream because that's gonna be harder to do and serve on that large scale of people. So I'll give it 3 crunches. It was a lot. I ate it pretty fast. It was a hot day because it was melting. And then like I said, so my best drink was that. I think the most creative one I liked was that Hawaiian Crunch, but what came to second, I've never had those fruit sugar sticks or so, and they were okay, but I would also give those two crunches, just because like I love fruit. I really do. I'm a fruit dude. I'm so fruity. I'm Fruit Loops. That's a pause, okay? I'm not that fruity, but I'm sweet. I do like it. Fruit was good though, but the sugar all over it, I couldn't deal with it. It was too much. And honestly, because I had to peel back so much of the sugar and drop it in there. It may be my age. Maybe if I was younger, them younger people, they'd probably tore that thing up and enjoyed it. But I'm in my 30s, so maybe it's just because of my age. I was like, it's too much sugar. So I had to peel a little bit of it off, but I know they got to get the whole thing coated in sugar, and that's the whole idea. So it was still good. I enjoyed it that way. I never got to get on, of course, any of the attractions and stuff. I'm too big. If my daughters was there, I ain't gonna lie, I would have snuck my little big self in there with them. I'm like, let's go, hurry up, get in there. But the overall trip, pricing and paying wise, wasn't terrible. To be honest, especially out there at Military Park in downtown, it was still pretty fun. So I would say overall, like I said, and the festival, 2 crunches, man, 2 crunches. I do believe we can do a lot better, especially when it comes to some of the food. I really just wish that I just think that we indie people, we Hoosiers or indie animals, however you want to call it. I just believe that we had higher expectations for the Panda Festival. They made it seem a lot bigger than what it was. So then when we got there, I think there's a lot more people who are concerned about the food, big foodies on that. Because some lines were so long that there were the stands even had to say, hey, we'll cut the line here because we're so far back on serving people, we can't even get nobody else. So that was another issue. So anyways, I'll be traveling pretty soon. That's my final review for it, but I do have a surprise for you guys that I'm going to show you right now. And you get a chance to vote on exactly what we're going to be testing out next weekend for Caldwell's Crunch Review. Give me a second. Now, here we go. We got all the goodies. Since we're traveling and we're talking about Japan and I'm gonna set this. Mr. Chief, sorry. Oh, Mr. Chief, sorry. Hold on. Wait a minute. Give me a sec. Since we're going international, we're traveling a lot this weekend. I have something to show you guys. So we're gonna go ahead and do Sweden, Italy, Germany, UK, Greece, Korea, and we have a specialty chocolates that we can choose from, and I'll be doing that as a bonus when I actually do one of these for the first time. So you guys can choose and vote. There's 6 different flavors. We'll go in order on each weekend, and then I'll probably add in some other stuff that we're going to do. So like I said, Korea, Greece, United Kingdom, Germany, Italy, Sweden. You pick your choice. You vote. Whichever one you want on the first weekend, let me know. That's what Caldwell Crunch is going to be testing, and that's what we'll do. Now, let me go ahead and put that back over here. Put that down. That's right. So, you make your decision which one you want. UK, Korea, Sweden, Germany, Italy, or Greece. And we'll do the specialty chocolate ones. Let me know what we're going to be doing next weekend. Pick your vote. I'll be checking out, and then maybe during the time I'll put out like a voting post so everybody can pick which one they want. We can try. We're going. That's what we're going to be doing next weekend. All right. So thanks for enjoying this quick video. Enjoying Caldwell's Crunch right now. Caldwell Crunch out.